haven't been able to reach a soul in 2 weeks.
One chance to answer with some dignity, or I swear to God, you're going into this barrel while you're alive to feel.
Either of you heard a ringing in your ears that seems to be happening only inside your head?
Tell me what you see.
It's not an owl.
You must treat me with respect.
Where's a good place to find a man?
We're just starting. We're pissing about. Hello.
Hello.
You okay?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good, thank you. You're still sporting your pink hair, and I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's not quite washed out yet. Funny enough, someone at work earlier said that it suits you to keep it. I'm really not going to keep it, but it's nice to hear that it suits me somehow for some reason.
You growing your beard back? It's TJ's fashion moments.
No, the beard's just needs a trim. But I have, after we had that chat about beards a while ago, I've got a decent clipper now, and it does it to the perfect length. So I do just need to be less lazy and crack on with that at some point. I just haven't for the past few days.
Yeah, I gauge it on whether she's going to laugh now and whether Miranda wants to give me a smoochy kiss or not, or whether I have to have a shave. Is that right, Miranda? Yeah, she says. Yes. She would rather I was clean shaven all the time, but I don't like that.
No.
So
well,
that's that.
Whereas I come from the opposite, where the wife tells me I'm not allowed to shave. I have to have a beard.
I like big bushy beard, TJ.
I don't think you've ever seen it. The biggest during COVID, it was massive.
No, I had long hair during COVID. I've got curly hair.
Oh, come on. These are things we need to see.
The thing is...
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I don't like the stage before then. It's like when you're growing your beard out, you get the pube stage. My pube stage lasts for weeks and weeks, right? And it's the same with my hair. I go through, tonight in COVID, it's like hair pube stage. Just looked dreadful. And then when it got super long, I was like, actually, I don't mind it now, but I just don't want to have to manage it.
This is the thing. I just don't want to manage a lot of the stuff I do, because it's like, I'll get my hair cut and it'll look really nice for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden it's like, by the way, you're now having to go and get it cut again because it's starting to look a bit scraggly. And it's like, I don't want to do that every 2 to 3, every 4 weeks. I'm happy to wait maybe 2 months for a haircut, especially as the prices have gone up. Which, by the way, genuinely surprises me when you consider that the high street now has about 300 barbers per high street.
Yeah, they're the new kind of pound shop. Or the new, like, pub, aren't they?
Well, yeah.
You used to have pubs everywhere.
Oh, wow, right. Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't have seen this when the beard got to this big.
No, there's me with fairly long hair there.
Oh, shite. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, no, that's been managed.
To be fair, you pull it off better than I do.
I won't be so sure of that.
I'm just seeing if we had some pics of when COVID
This
was
isn't
on.
good for an audio podcast, is it?
It's really not, no. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
you're looking
rough.
a bit 90s boy band there. To be fair,
Yeah.
if we gave you a bit of black eyeliner, you might be able to go for that kind of...
Oh, I reckon I could be an Oasis.
Oh, possibly. Oh, God.
Oh, that is windswept.
Yeah, that was windswept. And then, of course, remembering how long ago COVID is now and how little Kay was... One of the activities
I've
we
seen
did.
that picture of you. I do like that picture of
the
you.
long beard.
There you go. That's it when I've done something with it. I think that looks all right.
I think you can get
It's
away
almost
with that.
Justin Bieber.
Ooh. Or by our terms, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. But like, how long ago? This is sorry, again, audio medium. This is April 2021. So what happened to my hair colour in those 5 years? Look how there's barely a grey there.
Yeah.
And now look at me.
Well, yeah, and if I'm just looking at...
I think the thing I'm holding might have something to do with what...
Well, yeah, I would heavily suggest that as well. Let me have a look. This picture is 2019, so 7 years ago, and no grey in the beard.
Ah, beautiful. Oh, we're going to have to post these on the Untitled Sci-Fi Show website, aren't we? Let's get on with it before I have to start chasing us and figuring out how to upload the photos to the website that you manage for me. Thanks.
Enter authorization code.
Okay, guess the intro. What we thinking? How did you do?
Not too bad. There were a couple that I had to do deep dives for, but I don't think I did too badly
Do you think
at all.
you got the one which has almost no human speaking in it?
Well, seeing that there's only one film on the list of 6 that I've got here that could possibly be that particular film.
Let's play the first one.
You get separated from the unit again, I'll find you and shoot you myself.
I hated this film. I did not think this was a great Oh, hang on. No, I'm getting muddled up again. This was Battle Los Angeles.
This is Battle Los Angeles, yeah.
I still wasn't blown away by it.
No?
It was okay. It was nothing spectacular. But no, yeah, it was okay. The one I was thinking of for some reason is Battleship.
Yeah, I haven't seen Battleship yet. It was a long time since I've seen Battle Los Angeles. In fact, to the point I'm not even sure if I have seen it because it was kind of went under my radar.
I can't remember if it's Battle Los Angeles that's got a sequel.
God, what would it be called?
Come
Come on, let's workshop what the second Battle Los Angeles would be called.
Oh no, there isn't a sequel to that one. So Battle Los Angeles, Battle Hollywood, Battle California.
It would be Battle Los Angeles 2, Requiem.
Yeah, fair
That's
enough.
what it'd be. And it'll be directed by that fucking shit lot who did that terrible other alien film we watched.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a Sci-Fi Channel film.
Yeah.
You're right.
Next one.
Okay, go for it.
What's in here?
I cut this, by the way. Massively cut that down. Massively cut that down. Anyone who's seen the film will know what that is.
That is one of, I would say, would be, maybe we should do this at some point, top tier. You know, like everyone does crisps and biscuits. Maybe we need to come up with a
tier list.
A tier list of some films that we're doing.
You putting it on S, are you?
I think I probably would. This just flies to the navigator.
It is, mate, yeah.
It's just wonderful. It's
got
such
it on DVD.
It's such a magical, fun film. There's just so much to it. Everything about it just works.
That scene where he's going through all of the creatures that are in the spaceship. The prop design and an animal kind of design and monster design is incredible. What a great effort they put into that whole thing.
And the design of the ship and
But anyway, it's great. You should watch it if you haven't anyway. Next one.
Hello, dog.
I've done this film before, and we spoke about it last week.
Yes, this was Finch.
That
took a little bit of listen again. Why do I recognise it? Listen to it again. Why do I recognise it? Listen to it. Yes.
I'll play it again for people.
Hello, dog.
You need to watch it when you get a chance because honestly, it was so good.
Yeah, well,
so good.
It's on Apple Movie. It's an Apple movie, right?
Yeah. It's an
with
Apple.
Tom Hanks. I will watch it eventually. It was one of the first ones I thought they brought out, right?
Very possibly, yes. I think
when
it is
they
one
became the streaming people.
That's the one when they first started doing that sort of thing.
On the list. Next.
I've been to another planet, Ma.
This took a little bit because I've only ever seen this when I was little, and then I rewatched it a few years ago, but literally as something on in the background. The Last Starfighter.
It is The Last Starfighter. And it was a tough one to get a clip for because there's so much noise in this film. There's a lot happening always in the background.
Yes.
And there were some good clips with the weird little alien he's on the ship with. But again, too much other noise. So that's
great design, though. Again, great character design, great outfits. And a lot of the film is just fantastic. It's just, I get what you're saying. The sound design lacking.
Yep. I know the subtitles. He says shotgun.
Yes, so if I remember rightly, it's the critters just
critters,
on Earth, and there's 3 of them chatting on the step. They've got weapons.
Oh,
so
fuck.
what?
Yeah.
Bang. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And then they roll off.
yeah, that's it. Exactly. That's exactly what happens. That's well remembered. That's
It's
exactly
such a good. It's not a good film. It's a cult film. It's good for what it is. Is it a masterpiece? No, not by far, but it is a really fun film.
It's one of
so
those
silly
films. It was on Channel 4 late night. It was a Channel 4 late night film. That was on quite often, maybe even Channel 5. I've seen the whole film, but never in one go.
Yeah.
I've seen little bits of it sporadically in the wrong order, but I'm pretty confident I've seen the whole film.
Now, I'm trying to think. It might be... Oh, pardon me, sorry.
Sorry, Evan, we are recording.
Rob's bored.
Bit late. It's 10 to 10 on a Wednesday.
One of them, and I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, I don't think it's number 1, is Leo DiCaprio.
No.
Yeah. It must be the third one, 1991. So it must have been one of his first films.
Before the Beach?
There you go, yep. Leonardo DiCaprio plays Josh in Critters 3.
In the third Critters movie.
Yep.
Wow. That's a claim.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. Well, it just shows it platformed his whole career.
Well, and then
Critters 3.
You look at then
Romeo
Critters
and
2.
Juliet straight after?
It would have been soon after, yeah. Scott Grimes was in the second one. You'll recognise him from The Orville.
Yeah, well, it didn't do him so well.
and
His career
Ted
didn't quite go as Caprio's did it?
No, but he's been in a hell of a lot. He was in Oppenheimer.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet.
Neither have I, and I don't think I will because I can't sit down that long. Go on.
Next one?
Next clip.
Okay, just to preface this one, I didn't want this year's one. I wanted the one before it, but it was so difficult to find a clip. I just
What, the
put up with
60s one?
Yeah.
Or 70s? 70s.
Yeah, I put up with the fact it gave me the more modern one.
Would you like any selections from the score?
No.
There's a place called tomorrow, a place of joy.
Not of sorrow, can't you see? It's a place for you.
That's quite enough.
But I like the clip, so.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Oh, it was 1960, the original. This was a travesty to the original. The original film is so wonderful. This was The Time Machine.
It's H.G. Wells. It's based on the H.G. Wells book.
Yes.
I haven't seen the newer one, this one, the 2002 one. I love the book. I mean, I've listened to it. I had like the annoying thing, right? So I had like a H.G. Wells collection on my Audible. Brought it. I don't have it anymore. I'm wondering if they've removed it.
If the license got taken.
Yeah, which means I've lost it. Fuck you.
Let's not get into
Okay,
the angry cloud-based purchases and the fact that you can't own them anymore.
We could make this episode last how long this episode should if we spoke about PlayStation and digital media long enough.
That's really sad, but it's true. We could.
Anyway, well done. You got them all.
Yeah, I did.
I think I'll just save you a booth. You want a booth? You want a VIP booth?
I think I should have a named booth, the TJ booth.
That's what you'd call it.
No,
You
actually,
wouldn't.
because someone would graffiti and turn it into the BJ booth.
Now we're calling it the BJ booth.
Right next to the glory hole.
Yeah. Well, welcome.
That's where you get your drinks.
Welcome to the Winners Lounge. No one else is invited. We're locking the doors. Maybe we'll see you next time. I will say, before we talk about what we've been doing, I'm having a lovely time with this wonderful dark cherry flavour Fanta. What score did we give this?
Ooh.
Because this has become my go-to drink if I see it. If for some reason I'm buying a drink, which actually isn't happening that often, but whenever I go to see you, I get one.
We sixed it.
Good, I'm glad, because it is great.
As we did it on the Summer Crime Walkabout, episode 85 of the Variety Show.
Go see it on Tom Robbins' studio. The video
And I rated it as 6 point Pop My Cherry.
Okay.
And you rated it as 6 point Darken My Door.
Yeah, you can darken my... Now, my critique for it is, must be cold.
Yeah.
Has to be cold. All Fantas, I think, have to be cold. And you've got to drink it before it goes flat. Because I've had some of this when it's been flat, and it's not nice when it's flat.
No, I can imagine. I would imagine that flat and slightly warm tastes like that cheap, nasty cherry cough syrup that Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Asda just put their own label on it and say, well, it's a cough syrup, it will help.
Yeah.
And they just have that horrible, metallic, fake cherry flavour.
And I quite like the can as well. They're still displaying some Diablo 2025 Xbox logos all over it for some strange reason. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Well, that's a very good question. And it's one that I'll answer once I've opened up my notes.
Right. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I've done no gaming this week to start with. I've just not had the chance to. It's one of those things. I have watched, though, just 4 films. I think it is just 4 films.
Oh, just 4 films? You managed to fit 4 films in 2 weeks? Your kids been going to bed all right?
Yeah.
They must have been.
That's what chloroform will do for you.
Chloroform and whiskey.
And if that doesn't work, a hammer. Anyway, what have I watched? Right. First of all, the biggest one. I've seen it twice. Once with you, twice with Kay. Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Right. Quickly preface this. We are going to try not to spoil it.
Well, I think we need to have a little Spider-Man talk after our 2 sections. So we'll talk about that then. I then watched in the cinema one other film, the Paw Patrol Dino movie.
You poor man. You love your child.
You know what? T was so excited for it and he loved it. And I don't care if we spoil this one because honestly, I don't think
our target audience is going to care about
I think any parent going to see it, it's been spoiled by the fact they're having to go and see it.
Yeah.
It's based loosely on an episode that they already did, one of those hour-long sort of episodes with the fake voices, the straight to kind of TV movie stuff. So
yeah, because they normally use their films as ways of bringing out their new toys, but those dino toys have been out for a few years.
Yeah, so this is just one of those things. T was super excited by it. He loved every second of it. It's a very, for those of you that know your Paw Patrol characters, a very Marshall-heavy film.
Right.
And Marshall's just a dick, to be honest. He's the Dalmatian.
The fireman.
Yeah, the clumsy fuck who basically fucks everything up regularly. And I can't...
Oh, I thought that was the construction worker who did that. Rowley?
Rubble on the double. Jesus.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I know, so am I. I love the fact that in the latest thing, Rubble's now got his own TV series. And I said, do you think that means he got fired from Paw Patrol? He's now just doing this business.
He's moonlighting. He's got a private job. He just got a private job. He's a subcontractor.
Yeah,
does
absolutely.
Private stuff. We've got a book that's all the Rubble people. I don't like it.
It's pony.
Boring.
But, the film, it was fine. It did Paw Patrol stuff. It was absolutely what you'd expect it to be.
It's got dogs in it.
Now, I'm going to tell you, though, for a film that they would have put a lot of money behind, wow, was the sound bad. Okay, so the environment's fine. The sound effects, fine. Then it came to the voices. Half the time, they're not matching what the mouth is doing, which is, I just thought it was just going to be an advert thing, but no. The mouths weren't matching. So that's already bugging me because most animations even get that right. This wasn't.
Nowadays they do.
The worst thing was, if you were making a film, this genuine question for you, okay? We're making a film, you're making an animated film.
We're filmmakers.
And your animated dog has just gone into a cave. A deep, dark, cavernous cave. You've got your voice actor and you're instructing them how to speak. Now, you're going to go into production. What are you going to do with that audio?
You're an echo. You're in a cave.
Nope. Every part of the film just sounds dead and muddy as if they're just in a recording booth.
Makes you wonder if it was already out in another language and they dubbed it.
Well, and this is what I wasn't sure. I didn't know, are we not getting the American voices? Is there English voices being used?
I think as well, you're giving them far too much credit to think they spent money on this. All these are cash grabs. They are using the Paw Patrol toys
100%.
as an avenue for kids to go and
They
buy
looked
this.
at the 80s and 90s and went, right, if Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles can do this, we can do it 1,000,000 times more to ruin people.
Yeah, that you can tell. I think Blue is an exception to this. You can tell when a show is there for being a show or to sell toys. Paw Patrol is there to sell toys.
Yeah, and Bluey is just to cripple families into having to believe that they have to be like the 5-minute episode.
Yeah,
I love Bluey. I still enjoy watching it.
Yeah, we have had conversations about.
But I genuinely
unrealistic expectations of family dynamics in Bluey. Yeah.
Well, just unrealistic expectations of everything.
Mm.
There's so much. Don't get me. I do really enjoy Bluey. I'm not going to go up against the Bluey crowd because we've enjoyed.
Oh, we
watching
love it.
it.
I'll happily watch it. My own.
But there is a lot to it. Similar, dare I say, to the whore that is known as Peppa Pig.
Yeah,
Peppa Pig is worse. She is just an insufferable shit. But
there's a wholesomeness to Bluey that Peppa Pig doesn't have.
Exactly. There is,
I'll refine that for you.
And less of an annoyance that George and Peppa are to most people. But there is still parts of Bluey that you think, why are you being allowed to get away with that? Or why are you doing this? And why are you advertising the fact that kids could do this? And this is the benefit of doing that.
We've talked about it before. It still there's an issue with the father dynamic in both of those shows.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yeah, no, very much.
And how the dad is treated and perceived by the children and particularly the wife or the mum. And then therefore in Peppa Pig, the narrator, and then in Bluey, as we already said, unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, I agree. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I do disagree. I think Bluey has rapidly become buy the toys. There's not one toy shop. Aldi, little crap aisles full of Bluey toys now. Colouring books, everything is Bluey, and because they know they can,
and they will. And
I guess the difference being is Paw Patrol, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, when we've got a toy line, we'll turn it into a cartoon. Whereas Bluey, we've got to the cartoon. Oh boy, we better merchandise this.
Do you want to know something that I know about Bluey? So the creators didn't have enough money to create it. So they were going, and they're Australian. They're going all around Australia to all of the places in Australia to try and get the Australian networks to make it. And they're all saying no, 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 no. So they turned to the BBC, who have got a, Commonwealth. They've got an Australian arm. I think it's called BBC International, I want to say, but I might be wrong.
Yes, I think that's the one.
So they went to them, and the BBC said, yeah, we'll do it, but we're going to own the rights to it. We're going to own the merchandising rights. We're going to own this, blah, blah, blah. And the only way they could get the show run was to say, yeah. So the guys that have made Bluey, I don't know if BBC have set them right now, but I think that everything you're doing, it's not really going to the creators, it's going to the BBC International.
Of course it bloody
which is a shame, really, the guys that created that. I wonder if we'll ever find out who, I don't think they should ever say, but the kids' voices, they've never said who they are. I bet it's probably their kids.
Oh, I thought they had, but they've...
No, they've never said the names as far as I'm aware.
Oh, I thought they had.
And there's no pictures of them or anything.
Well, no,
I've got a feeling
kept
it
them
might
out the
be...
limelight, which is the right thing to do.
Because isn't it Matt Stone's daughter is Stan's little kid brother?
Really?
Yeah. There's videos of her, I think it's Matt Stone, of him holding her up, telling her to say all the terrible things that the little baby says.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm talking about South Park.
Yeah, South Park. Yeah, yes.
Which is hilarious when you see him talking to his own little kid, telling him to say, like, pinch and blah, blah.
Yeah, no, I've seen the videos of it. Yeah. The kid's really like, I don't want to say it. It's like, no,
go, and he's laughing.
The mum comes in and they're like, no, you can say it for this.
Yeah.
And then she said, and they'll burst into like giggling and whatever. So, right, okay. Moving away from that. Two other things then. Well, actually three, but we're going to come back to that in Spider-Man talk. I watched Journey to the Center of the Earth with Brendan Fraser.
Okay. Yeah, that's been a long time since I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a bit pony.
Yeah, I don't remember it being very good. I would say, yeah.
It really was.
I love
not
Brendan
good.
Fraser.
I love Brendan Fraser, but he couldn't rescue that car crash of a film. Enjoyable for kids, really kind of meh otherwise. And then one that was really random film, this, and I loved it. It was called Premium Rush.
Okay, never heard of it.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
Okay,
who
yeah.
I first came across in Third Rock from the Sun, but then he's turned up in all sorts. He plays the bad guy in G.I. Joe films. He's been in loads. Well, Premium Rush is a film about him being a bicycle delivery person in the city, and it's to do with a cop who is massively in debt, and that particular cop is also General Zod from the Zack Snyder universe.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
And basically he's got to deliver something for someone. The cop wants it, and it's basically him being chased through the city, and it's just very cool kind of bike, BMX, parkour sort of stuff going through the city, and this story that kind of expands out. It's really good. Really surprised by it. I would thought, I can't see how this is going to be good. It's just about him delivering a parcel, basically. And it's really good.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he, many years ago, I think I might have still been at university, he started up a community filmmaking kind of network where you would sign up to it. It's all free. And you would say what you did, whether you were a musician, a writer, actor, a voice actor, director, whatever, anything to do with film in any way, you would sign up to and say we win, and you put in little groups. And what would happen is people who had a story or something for a film could go on there, be a part of it, and you could start crowd kind of gathering people, and then through his website creating things. I signed up for it. I never actually then did anything with it to be like, well, I haven't got anything I've written. I haven't kind of, so I didn't connect with anybody. I can't remember what it's called now. It'd be interesting to know if he's still running it. But yeah, sometimes he'd put video out on social media posts and stuff and say, oh, look, this is one of our films is going to be at South by Southwest, made by the people who met on the website, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay. That's very cool.
So it was always very interesting. Anyway, that's side note.
But surprisingly, a really good film. Just a lot of fun to it. Quite believable as well with some of the parts of it anyway. I won't spoil it for people because I genuinely suggest I think it was on Netflix. It's bouncing around the licenses at the moment. But it is one of those films that's worth, if you wanted something to watch and you just think, I want something different, watch that.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it.
Is it?
Yes, that's it. So, Robert, welcome to our therapy session, and I'd like to know how have you got on since our last meeting? What have you been up to?
I only killed 16 squirrels this week.
Oh, good night. I hope you didn't hook their eyes out.
No, and I only molested 3 of their corpses.
Oh, only 3 this week. Well done.
What have I been doing? Stuff for the YouTube channel, really. My life's been kind of taken over by that. I've gone on, with your advice and kind of half advice, half of you need to be doing this. Why are you doing this? Changing a lot of, the stuff on YouTube descriptions and getting it all right and whatever. Playing games related to that. I did a few more Wheel of Shame. For anyone who goes on the Tom and Robin the Studio channel will see there's a lot of me on there at the moment because I've just pumped loads onto it. And Wheel of Shame, which is a series where I have painstakingly written down all 450 odd games in my Steam library that I've never played. And I put them on that wheel and it spins and picks one, and then providing it's definitely one I, haven't played or think it might be worth, I'll play it. And then you get like 10, 15 minutes of me. The last one was an odd one because I didn't like it and I was getting really frustrated with it. I'm going to spoil it. You go on there and watch it. But yeah, I got really annoyed with it. It's a good 10 minutes of me pulling my hair out because I kept not being able to wall jump. It's like a weird racing kind of game. I can wall jump. Oh, fucking was so annoying.
Oh, because I saw you doing the BMX game, which...
It's the one after that.
Okay, I've not seen that one. I've not got round to that one yet because I watched that one and I absolutely agree with what you said. It reminds me of Trials.
Yeah, it's Trials, basically. James said the same thing. It's like Trials, but it's like Audi's Trials. Although actually, if Audi made Trials, it'd probably be good. This game, I didn't. That BMX one, I didn't think was particularly good. it wasn't rubbish. It felt like I was just playing a cheap mobile game. Is actually what
That's
it
exactly
felt
what
like.
it looked like. It looked like this is a mobile game that's been ported to PC because they can. And I think the thing that annoyed me about watching you do it was super anal. So you did like 3 front flips.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, right, for me, you've successfully done a front flip then. That is it.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you failed because you didn't just precisely do one.
Yeah, that was what I found annoying.
That bugs me. No.
Yeah.
If you successfully do it, go ding, well done, you've done it.
Trials
move
would
on.
have ticked you off. Trials would have ticked you off for that. Yeah, so I didn't. And there's been a few on there that have been a bit worse. This was a weird one. You had to roll around a rock. I thought that was pretty rubbish. But then there's been good ones. There's been like a detective one where you play I think you play a pigeon, which I thought was quite good. A pigeon detective in my view.
Okay.
And it was all like you're a noir detective and it's like a point and click kind of thing. But really, I think it was actually just a interactive narrative story, which is what my other playthrough kind of is with Little Miss Nightmares like that. I thought that was going to be more puzzle solving, but it's not. It's kind of just an interactive story that is a bit messed up.
Right, okay, because those sort of things are the things that kind of I don't think I'd enjoy because it's the puzzle aspect that makes it interesting.
Yeah.
If I'm just literally clicking next, finish, that's not a game.
I think you're supposed to play Little Miss Fortune multiple times because you get asked questions and you answer. There's clearly different paths because there are things that you can do and they are affecting things later on.
So it's like the Osborne books we grew up with.
Yeah, it's
if
a
you
choose
pick
your
up
adventure.
the knife,
Absolutely.
go to page 30.
Yeah,
if you want to slash your throat, go to page 99.
It's a choose your own adventure and it's dark, which I like dark stuff.
Yeah.
And you're playing a little girl who, let's go dark mode now, clearly has been abused. That is pretty much in there. And there's a voice talking to her and you're going through listening to the voice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to have to say it. I think her abuse was sexual because of the way that certain things go on and her obsessions with fancying this Fox character. She actually had a ride on a unicorn merry-go-round and I'm going to demonstrate to you what she did to the horn.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll see me in the video go, oh, and you can see my camera footage of me going, no.
Yeah.
So, it's dark, but I don't particularly like that particular moments of dark, but I do like dark stuff.
Yes.
I like stuff that is a bit messed up, which is completely contrasting to the other 2 games I've played, which is the Super Ukulele Kart Race or whatever it was called that you and I both
the
played.
time trial. We've done that.
Which was, and Yuka Replay I've been playing.
Right, okay. Is that the remaster?
Yeah. So the exact team that made Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie on the N64 made a game, kickstarted, called Ukulele.
Yeah.
They've kind of upped it and inserted way more things to do as well, like multiples and multiples of extra things to collect and extra other bits and bobs. And it's basically Banjo-Kazooie. It's exactly the same tone of music, gameplay, overworld going in. You collect pages instead of jiggies. Instead of collecting Jinjus, you collect ghostwriters. But each ghostwriter, you have to do a different thing. Like one of them wants you to feed it. One of them you have to fight. One will be invisible and you've got to chase it while it's invisible. Yeah, it's Banjo-Kazooie. Even your character, a lizard with a bat on his back, same as a bear with a bird on his back. It is Banjo-Kazooie.
They've done what they know without
Excuse me.
breaking copyright.
Yeah, it's Banjo-Kazooie 3. They made Banjo-Kazooie. They made this. If you like Banjo-Kazooie, you love this. As you know, Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favourite games. I'm really happy playing with it. And I pretty sure you collect, like in Banjo-Kazooie, you collect jigsaw pieces to move on through the game. Each world has got like 10 or 8 or whatever it is. This has got pages and there's something like 50 per level. And I think that's because of the update, they added that many more. But because I won't leave the level before I've 100%ed it, I'm now on level 4. So I have 100% of the first 3 levels. I have everything, every pagey, every hidden item, every... instead of collecting the notes, you collect feathers. They're quills, actually. I've got like 160 odd pages. I'm pretty sure I can open every door in the entire game, and I haven't even seen the last 2 levels yet.
A bit. It's like back in the day with the Super Mario 64, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Rather, what they expected people to do was go in and probably maybe go back to each world once or twice, but then go, no, I want to go to the next picture frame and next picture frame and next picture frame.
Yeah, that's not me.
And it's like, no, everyone's like, okay, I've got all 6 stars for the first one. I could avoid these next 4.
Yeah.
Same with Diddy Kong Racing as well.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, with Super Mario 64, you had to come back because you had to unlock the hats.
Oh,
so you
course you
needed like the
did.
flying hat to come all the way back to the first level to fly
Yeah.
up. And the same with other levels, you needed the metal hat so you could get. And that was the same with Banjo-Kazooie. You needed to learn moves on some levels to come back. So you'd always, as you got to like level 3 or 4, whatever, you did have to start returning to other levels with your extra abilities like jump pads and things. That doesn't have that in this. You've learned all the abilities that you actually need to progress the game. You can upgrade them, make things a lot easier for yourself, but you actually have all the abilities. So I'm on level 4 and I haven't had to return. The first 3 levels I've managed to completely do.
Sweet. Okay.
Completely. I will say the last level I had to look up a location of one of the collectibles because I was like, where the fucking hell is this thing? I could not find it for love of the money. And it was in a really dumb, like there's bits where you have to collect 4 pieces of a pagey to make one pagey.
Yeah.
And they're very well hidden. And it was like you have to bum bounce on a particular leaf in the middle of the water. And there was nothing to tell you that there was no implication even remotely that it could have been there. I was like, it was the one thing I needed. It's like, how can I not find this? I've been scoured this whole level. Anyway.
Painful.
TV, more House of the Dragon. That's kind of really it. I don't think we've watched anything else I can remember.
Nice.
But yeah, I've really just been playing that. That's it.
Oh, so, I missed for this. The other thing that we are watching, not sci-fi related at all, is YouTube. One of these weird companies who I'm guessing owns the footage, therefore they've had the rights passed back to them, uploaded all the original Airline series.
Oh, cool.
So we're up to series 3 at the moment and watching Jane, the EasyJet attendant, tell people just to be absolutely brutal to people.
You took the words right out. I was about to say, is Jane in it? Is that the one with Jane in it? Yeah, I mean, she's just she don't give an F.
Nope.
I hope she works in management for EasyJet now. I hope she's really high up in HR or something.
I don't think she's with EasyJet anymore. She's somewhere else, but she is still doing
She's got management material in her. Oh. Yeah, definitely.
She's been fantastic. And then do you remember Leo from the later series, the blonde-haired one? I think he turns up in series 3 onwards.
I think maybe vaguely. I think I need to see a picture and I'll recognise him.
Oh, well, let me find you a picture. Hang on. It's Leo from
Airline season 4 fame. He's going to be on the next like celebrity.
No, he's not.
Get me out of here or something.
Oh no, he's really not.
Oh, I recognise him definitely. Yeah.
Let me see if
what's he doing nowadays?
Getting arrested for being a stalker.
God, who is he stalking? Jane.
Oh, poor Jane. I genuinely don't know who, and I'm not going to read the story because obviously we don't want to know and we don't want to share people's names and all of that. 5-year restraining order. And it was a TV person that he was stalking.
Oh, for God's sake. Jane. Or Jane. Right, is that it?
Jane?
Yeah, it's me. That is it.
Yeah, is it?
Did you watch Stranger New Worlds?
I didn't get round to it.
Okay.
So Stranger New Worlds, new series.
We'll both need to watch it. We can talk about it next time.
Yeah.
Right, spoiler warning. We're going to talk about Spider-Man, the new one. What's it called?
Brand New Day.
Brand New Day. We're going to try not to spoil it, but we are going to talk about it. I want to temper as many spoilers as we possibly can.
100%.
I don't want to actually say spoilers, but we are going to talk about it. But quickly, Miranda just told me that I did watch Kimetsu no Yaiba's newest film, Infinity Castle, which is amazing. And also we watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We binged the whole thing, and that's also amazing. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Right. non-spoiler to start with, if you haven't seen this yet and you're going to go and see it, there is an after credits trailer. They really long it out. It's about 30 seconds long. It is very underwhelming.
Yeah, it's only one, and it's the last thing.
If I'm honest, unless you are so excited, which by the time of you listening to this, if you haven't already seen it, I'm querying how excited you are by the film. I would suggest you don't even bother with it and just go home, go to YouTube, and it's on there. It's on TikTok. It really isn't exciting.
Yeah. So I really like the film, and what I want to say about it is The Punisher at the moment is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite thing that Marvel have been doing.
Yes.
And having him in the film, he was really good. The film is only a 12A because he's in it. He gets every swear word, I noticed. He says shit 3 times. So that must be why it became a 12A.
Yes, more than likely.
And he is very close friends with Tom Holland in real life. Since Tom was 17, they both were working on a film together.
They were filming in Ireland.
Yeah, that's the story. And they were both going for the Punisher and Spider-Man was at the same time. So they filmed each other. And John is the reason why Tom got the role, because he told Tom to do the flips in his audition.
So I watched funny enough, I watched an interview on it, and he was saying we were filming out in Ireland, and you come out and my kids were out there, and they're like, oh my God, Spider-Man's going to be the kid that we went to the trampoline park with who was doing all those awesome flips.
Yeah.
It's like, well, there you go, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just sold at that point.
But their chemistry off screen was on screen.
Yeah, and I've got to say, again, this is quite easy to talk about without it being spoiler-rich, which is lovely for once. The on-screen chemistry between the people you need to care about is just phenomenal. Tom Holland and the actor that plays Ned, it genuinely just feels like they're two mates. And the dialogue that's been written has been written well. It's been written in such a way that actually it does genuinely feel like a conversation that would happen. Obviously, he's married to Zendaya. The on-screen chemistry there just oozes through the screen. It's phenomenal. And then you get to the Punisher, and it's wonderful. Now, I was a little concerned that if you're going to bring the Punisher, and again, that's not a spoiler, the trailer literally shows the Punisher is in this film. How do you bring down a character that was only R-rated, or 18, sorry, into a 12A? They did wonderfully. They did really, really well at bringing it and not making him a pussy.
There wasn't a scene. There was not a scene with him in where I thought they've toned him down. He acts how he acts in his own series in this.
Yeah.
It's just that he's not in a situation where he needs to shove a grenade into a person's mouth and let their head blow up. He's not in that situation.
No.
So that's not a spoiler. It's so, and because he swears, and I think because I'm pretty confident he says shit 3 times and he's the only one that swears. And because he's the only one that uses the bad language, you don't feel like they've, as you're saying, they haven't tempered him down and they haven't changed his character, because he is still swearing. He's still acting his way. He goes to say the F word and gets stopped, which is in the trailer.
Yes,
you know?
And with him being the, what would you say, 3rd or 4th character to the film.
Yeah.
That means it's not reduced screen time, because he gets a fair bit of time on the screen, but that screen time is just the right amount without ruining what the 18 certificate stuff had. If he'd been on screen for longer, I think it would have been a tougher sell for this to be what it was.
My favourite scene in the whole film, I'm going to describe it without anyone knowing what I'm talking about, but you will, and Miranda behind me will know, where they're fighting 2 bad guys.
Yeah.
Well, 2 perceived bad guys. And Spider-Man drags him across the floor while he's shooting. That was amazing. What an amazing shot.
It's so well filmed.
And also when the Punisher is there and he's giving Spider-Man the plan, and he's like, you're going to go fight this person and I'm going to go fight this person. Spider-Man's like, I know that you just don't want to go fight that person because of who that person is. And he's like, Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, well, obviously.
Yeah, no, absolutely brilliant. It's everything about each person in the film.
Yeah.
The person and again, it's because I'd ignored all the web pages, all the social media towards it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd only watched the advert once or twice. I had no idea who was turns up in it. So that was a lovely surprise seeing what was brought to screen. There's not really much else I can talk about with it because, as I say, you're going to get into that world of then spoilers, and I genuinely want to do that. I think this don't want to do that. It's one of these films that you just need to go and see if you're part of that fandom.
Yeah.
It's consistently good. Now, I would say the first Spider-Man that Tom Holland did, good God, the first part's boring.
Mm-hmm.
I struggled to watch the first one, and I'll fast forward maybe halfway through till it starts getting interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Every other one, though, has just been absolutely solid. Sony is giving Marvel the treatment they deserve, while Disney are giving Marvel the treatment that
so
no one deserves.
I saw a comment on Reddit about it, which, or maybe it was a trailer on YouTube somewhere, and it was basically saying, does this mean Marvel's back? And the other comment below was like, no, Spider-Man's just their golden goose.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like, yeah, I know. Yeah, we know that I haven't seen the most recent stuff. We went to watch the Fantastic Four, and we haven't seen what's that other one that with the potato
Thunderbolts.
lady? Thunderbolts.
Small potatoes.
Yeah, I liked her.
She's brilliant. Florence Pugh.
Yeah, so I haven't seen those two, which I feel like I need to see before the next Avengers comes out.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, they're two that I think I need to have seen. So, but I haven't really been interested in seeing Marvel for a long time, and I don't know if I'm just burnt out on superhero films, or I think it's just that they've become bad, and I feel like that's more what it is.
I don't think it's become bad. I think it's just because Marvel, even after destroying Thanos, that storyline is just so ingrained in everything, even after that. Thanos. And even this Spider-Man, a little bit of it in, but at least they avoided the vast majority of it. And
there was a good joke. It was a good joke.
It was a good joke. And the thing is, whether or not this is true, I'd like to think it's true. Sony are only continually making the Spider-Man films because they know that if they don't, they lose the license. From what I've read, and again, pinch of salt because I don't know if it's true, they've got the license, but have been told if you don't use it, you will lose it. And that would then mean it defaults back to Disney. Oh, and I don't want that. I don't think Disney would do this anywhere.
I feel like from Sony are just on a win-win. They own the license to Spider-Man. They've got Disney desperate to keep using the Spider-Man because everyone loves Spider-Man. So from Sony's perspective, it's like, yeah, you can borrow Tom Holland. Yeah, it's going to cost you this much. Because they did fall out supposedly for like a month or two. Because I saw an interview with Tom Holland about it. They'd fallen out, and there was kind of this whole like, I don't know what's going to happen here. Is he going to be continuing in the universe or not? There was some backroom bigwigs had a falling out, and then they kind of worked it all out, and it all was continuing on again. But I think as soon as Spider-Man isn't in the universe anymore, it'll be a new Spider-Man. It wouldn't be Tom Holland again. I can't see Sony going off and doing a Spider-Man outside of the current Marvel cinematic universe with Tom Holland. I think that it just wouldn't make sense.
They already did that with the Miles Morales side with the Into the Spider-Verse and whatever the other film was.
That works.
And that worked for what it was. I don't think it translates, or you couldn't bring it in to this.
But isn't Tom Holland in the second one? Isn't there like because they do the multiverse kind of stuff in the second one?
Yeah, but it's literally a cameo, isn't it? It's
I'm
not.
sure there was something, unless I'm misremembering.
But it's just super solid. They've just done really well, and I've saw the trailer for Doomsday. I will go and see it. It does look quite good, but it's just going to be more of the same.
I'd
And
like to go see
that's
it.
what I'm not looking forward to. It's just going to be more of multiverse. And I'll be honest, that's the other bit I'm sick of is multiverse. I don't care. You're now just using it as an excuse to merge everything and to then restart all of it yet again. So notice we'll be getting new X-Men, no doubt. So we've already had the 2000s X-Men we grew up with. We then had the new X-Men characters we all got with
They've
whatever
been saying that
his
for
name is.
ages that they wanted to bring X-Men into it.
But now we're going to get a new set of X-Men.
And what universe are they going to be from? And like, well, it's the same with if they're bringing Deadpool in. Well, he's got Wolverine with him, but he's got the Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Are they going to be bringing a different Wolverine? You know, like, what they do, we're going to get Cavalrine, which is what I would want.
Oh, that would be hysterical. But
anyway, I don't think we need to talk about Spider-Man. We don't want to.
No, so the thing I wanted to bring up though is I went back and watched the first two Spider-Men, Tobey Maguire's.
I've been wanting to watch those.
They have A, held up really well, and B, even though Sony obviously was dedicating more money to their graphic artists, but like every company out there at the moment, they're not at the same time. There are moments in Spider-Man 2 that looked better.
Oh, yeah. Well,
the web swinging through the city, as much as the city doesn't look as good, the Spider-Man looks brilliant. And something that they have, for some reason, didn't do for the Tom Holland films, in the Tobey Maguire ones, you see where his web's going. So you get that belief that, well, he's obviously connected himself to that building and he's connected himself to that building, and that's why he's swinging. Whereas the Tom Holland ones, quite often, you just see it go off the top of the screen and you're going to have to assume that it's actually connected to something. And I know that's such a tiny, anal sort of thing.
You know what? I used to think that about the Spider-Man games on the PS2. They just went off into nowhere. But the new ones don't. They connect to buildings, and if there's not a building there, you can't do it. Can't do a web. I thought the swinging was pretty good in this one. They had some interesting kind of parkoury angles to it that I was like, oh, they haven't done this before. It felt like the camera was on his shoulder. And
they did a couple of bits that were different, which were good. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's Disney Marvel level of bad. It's not the 10 rings of my fanny bad or Doctor Strange's third eye that's been done by a toddler. But 2004 Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire, and it was still up there, almost, in some points, better than the 2026 film.
Tobey Maguire ones are darker, though, in tone. They're not bright, colourful.
I don't think I've seen the third, or if I have, I've not seen it all the way through. So that's my next watch.
That's the Venom one, isn't it?
That's the Venom one, but obviously they can't have that because we've got Venom in this universe now, which is Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to do anything with that.
No, then it's finished. It's if you didn't watch the last one,
I haven't watched the most recent
as far as it's finished.
It's a shame.
It is, but anyway, enough
right,
Spider-Man
we're
talk.
avoiding the inevitable, aren't we?
We are, unfortunately.
No, let's get on with it. Hang on.
Accessing library computer data.
Okay, Repo Man, 1984. I fucking hated it. Can we not talk about it?
We need to talk about it. We do need to talk about it.
I want you to describe the film this time, because I don't think I can. I got halfway through it and I started editing other things. I could not hold my attention on it enough. Even I knew I was watching it for the show. I could not sit there and hold my attention to it whatsoever. I thought, even though was a film we watched last episode, High Life was terrible for different reasons. I think in High Life there was still some acting elements of it that were good. There was still some set design that was good. There were some redeeming features in High Life, but even though we slag it off and anybody who watches it cannot deny there are some redeeming features in High Life.
Yep.
No moment of this film. It says it's a comedy, right, on IMDb.
It says it's a black comedy.
But I would still laugh at a black comedy.
Oh,
or
absolutely,
snigger.
I would. If
Can I tell you that if I hadn't read it was a comedy, I at no point would have ever come to a realization that this was meant to be a comedy.
And Jem, I'm pretty sure she messaged you immediately after and said,
yeah,
this isn't a sci-fi film. How is this sci-fi? And
it's sci-fi.
I would argue science fiction isn't just about space. And so many people make that mistake. And I know Jem didn't make that as a mistake, but as a generalization, people think sci-fi, their go-to is Star Trek.
Well, that's
science fiction is everything from aliens
Yeah.
through to Bigfoot, through to just weird goings-on.
Well, I would have said that before we started doing this show,
Mm-hmm.
because you've pulled me up on it before when we were doing the Trek show. That's exactly why I would have said sci-fi was it space stuff.
Yeah.
That's how I would have described it. Even being a sci-fi fan, that's how I would have described it. Yeah, no, this is sci-fi. It's a thing in a boot of a car doing something that's not as expected.
So, right, describing the film. So, Repo Man, 1984, main character played by Emilio Estevez,
Mhm.
who went on to do The Mighty Ducks, which is a considerably better film, and that is worrying.
Yeah, when you've got that.
So the film opens up and we have a car and it's driving along and the police pull it over because the driver is a little bit weird. And the policeman pulls him over and asks for a license and gets told, well, I don't have one. And then he says, what's in the boot? And he says, why don't you go and look? Opens up the boot, white flash, policeman's boots are left behind and that's it, and off drives the car. We then come into the world of punk. And that is Emilio Estevez and his friends being dicks, basically. But actually, sorry, there is a scene before that where he's working in what looks like a Home Depot or something.
Yeah, something.
Swears at the boss and quits. Goes and sees his friends anyway. They're all punks, all into music. Start kind of moshing and fighting to music. Turns out his best friend turns up, who's just out of jail. Emilio Estevez goes inside and is laying there with his girlfriend. And a particularly odd thing, his girlfriend's in bed. He's stripping off to get into bed, and he's like, I must make sure my trousers are all folded. That part of the film is just absolutely, again, why, but there you go. Folds his trousers, gets into bed, and then his mate knocks at the door. She says, go and get me a beer. By the time he's come back, his mate's in bed with her, and he's like, well, this is shit then, isn't it? And off he goes in a grump. Q coming across what's considered a Repo Man. So back in the 80s, people just went round, and they weren't really an official thing like they are now with can't pay, we'll take it away. It's all a little bit more dirty.
Yeah.
And he gets conned into helping repossess a car.
Mm-hmm.
Gets paid for it, and it turns out that actually, you know what, as much as he doesn't like Repo Men, no one likes Repo Men in the 80s because obviously they're taking things that they hadn't paid for. He ends up doing this as a job, and then the next hour of the film is him learning to do the job with the various odd characters that belong to this repo business.
Yep.
While this weird Cadillac car is also driving around. During this time, he has sex with a random woman that he's met who believes that there's alien bodies in the back of this car.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only part of the film that we suddenly get that weird, we're going to press the fast forward button.
Yeah, weird. I thought that.
That all goes on. He does a bit more repo. He thinks he is being shot at by someone he's repossessing the car of, and then he thinks the bloke he's working with has just butchered them with his own gun. Turns out they're blanks. They then finally get this record of this Cadillac car that they've got to collect because these weird FBI stroke agents are also after it. By the way, she has a metal robot hand for whatever reason.
Yeah, who knows why?
They're trying to find this. Then the bad repo men, who are basically Mexican cartel, are also going after the car. They eventually get the car, they lose the car, they get the car, they lose the car. And it all ends in this repo yard with one of the good repo company's staff walking up to the car, which is now neon green, flashing. No one can go near it, and getting in and just turns out he's just an alien. And Emilio Estevez looks at everything going on around him, realizes that no one really cares about him, and decides to go for a ride in this now flying, weird, glowing green Cadillac with an alien.
Yep.
That is the end of the film.
Yep. Thanks for listening, everybody. And what's going to be our film?
It's
I hated it. I hated it.
no, it got a couple of chuckles out of me at certain points.
Not one. Not
There
even
were-
remotely a snigger.
So the couple of points for me
Mhm.
that I thought were quite clever, and it's kind of broadcast that it's not a real genre. It's kind of called punk cinema. It's done on low budget. Everything is deadpan. It's meant to be a straight view of kind of the real world. I've got some notes written down.
I
here.
didn't.
Hang
I
on.
wouldn't have had a problem with that if it had been good.
Yeah, heightened reality. So things are slightly off, some slightly odd, quirky supporting characters, a strong visual identity with offbeat humor.
No.
There's just, it just, for me, even the dark humor wasn't even there.
This wasn't funny.
I hated the loud music being used regularly through it. I like punk rock, don't get me wrong, but the times it turns up, it's too loud.
I hated those characters. Let's go do a crime.
Oh god, yeah, his
Yeah.
punk friends who then turn up periodic through the film doing crime, and the idea of the film is that all these people are just interlinked in this way, and it's always going to come back to this Cadillac. So his three friends that are committing the crime,
Which is what they say. We're not just saying
they
that.
end up
They say that.
all killing themselves, obviously, but they end
No,
up.
those two get away. The girlfriend and his mate for out of prison get away. It's their little dumbass mate who says, "I'm going to take over the gang." He
No,
gets
because
zapped.
they end up in the shop later, and they end up
Oh,
shooting
you're right.
everyone.
No, you're right. Yes, you're right.
So you've got all of that. One of the things, and again, it's just not enough is done with it to make it work. Their mate gets blown away, so they've just got the two. They've got his mate who basically fucks his girlfriend and the girlfriend are the two that survive, and they go and later rob the shop. Now, his mate only sees the light partially.
Yeah.
And they really play on that. He's seen the light, because every scene after that, he's like, don't you think we should maybe kind of just stop all this? Maybe we should settle down. Do you think we should have children now?
Yeah.
So obviously, whatever, it's changed him. Very clear. Just not enough put into it, and not enough funniness put into it to count as a comedy.
Yeah.
So, and it's a blink and you miss it moment. So if you missed it or you weren't really paying attention, you wouldn't see that character's meant to have just been given a reprieve by whatever was in that boot of the car has potentially saved
But
him.
it was so poorly acted.
Oh,
so poorly.
hun-
You can't tell me that's on purpose.
No,
That
no,
was
100%. 100%.
I knew I was in for a bad time. I messaged this. Don't know if I sent it to you, but I definitely sent it to Jem. The very first scene with that police officer in the car, and you've got the weird looking guy with the sunnies and a bit of an up collar and longish hair, who's the weird guy who has the car originally. And then you see him, and then they do a rear shot of the car with the police come around. It's a different person in the front of the car.
Oh, 100% it was.
Completely. I think it's Emilio Estevez in the car, to the point where I think that they were meant to be doing... I think that first shot was meant to almost be kind of in the middle of the film, and they've put it there as like a kind of, how did we get here kind of moment. But then they changed it and just reshot the close-ups with the new actor in it. Because it's that obvious that it's a different person.
Yeah,
that
fair
I
enough.
just because sometimes you catch these little things where they fucked up in editing, or they've just used a shot twice or whatever. But this was so blatant, and it's in the first minute of a film. I was like, here we go.
The thing that I really liked, and this is the only thing I really liked, is like most films of that era, and especially of this style, it's about sticking it to commercialization. What can you tell me about every product you see in that film?
It's called food.
It's all
Drink.
white with a blue label.
Yeah.
So all the vodka was like vodka, whiskey, food, cat food, and anything that they couldn't have done was turned around. So in that scene where they get shot up and everyone dies, the water bottles all turned to their labels are facing. So they obviously hadn't got labels for that. But everything else, bags of crisps, crisps or chips.
Yeah, I did
did
notice that.
And that was a really nice touch. And apparently that was all to do, it was based on a beer brand that had a blue label and a white body.
Oh, okay.
And that was great. And that must have taken a huge amount because in every scene, whenever there's a product, it's been done.
It was always that. Whenever
the cigarettes are all of it. So it's that I particularly like because those little things are the sort of thing I like spotting.
Yeah.
Nothing to rescue the film.
Yeah, when he was eating out of that tin can when he got home.
Mm.
He's eating it. And like his parents, so monged down the sofa giving that preacher all of their money.
Well, yeah, so again, a huge... In the 80s, that would have been... And even the early 90s, and it still goes on to this day, but a huge trend of televised pastors saying... We need your money for my church, and it's the church of whatever, and we're a
They
TV.
still have it in America.
I know it still goes on, but it's nowhere near as severe as it was. Whereas the idea is that they've been brainwashed by the TV and that they're giving all their money to this person. Then he turns up later and basically looks at the car, his Bible bursts into flames. He's like, fuck this, and off he goes. And again, on its own, that's a funny scene.
Yeah.
But it's been set up so badly, it's hard to actually think this is funny because why has suddenly he turned up unless you're meant to really understand that the very beginning of the film when you see the parents are glued to this and they've given all their money to him, that this is just purely poking at the things that are going on in that current... It is... You know what? It's the best way of disguising it. If we'd watched this in 1984... and we'd been living in that time at this age, we probably would have watched that film and gone, this is fucking brilliant. This is so funny. Yeah, absolutely stick it to the fucking man.
Yeah.
But watching it in 2026, when we didn't grow up in... I was born in 1984, so it means fuck all to me. But having not lived in that era of America, it means just fuck all.
Yeah.
That's the issue with it, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what to say. I really didn't like it. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't want to...
No, but it's not something to apologise about. You're right. The acting's not particularly good by anyone. And the story's just so random. The fact that it's mainly about him getting this job as a repo man. We then have the repo man he spends most of his time with, who's trying to teach him to do this job and everything. And that he's got this code of conduct and the repo man should follow it. Then the next thing you know, we're with the black repo man, who's like, no, I completely forgot. I follow absolutely my own rules. I've got a gun and I'll blow away anyone. And then he sets him up, doesn't he? He's like, oh, this bag trick always works. And then he ends up, Emilio Estevez gets pepper sprayed by the woman. And when he turns around, he's just fucked off. He's gone.
I think the film almost would have been better had it only been about being a repo man and not had the other science fiction elements to it. If they just made a film about being a repo man and had these other interactions. What's that film that Jem hated the ending of that we watched recently?
I was just going to say that. No Country for Old Men.
Yeah. It's a kind of... I'm not going to compare these two films because one is drastically better than the other one. But that was a bit like, okay, yeah, things were happening that we didn't know about, which was annoying. But it had that kind of a lot of just mundane stuff happening. Yes. Whilst I was interested in No Country for Old Men, I was interested in this. But I think they could have made a film out of this without any of the sci-fi stuff and maybe just change the reason for getting that car. Maybe just because the car was just, for whatever reason, it was a rare car and worth a fortune. And it was their golden, I'm going to say golden goose for the second time in this episode.
You didn't even need to do that. Predator 1, not Predator 1, Predator 2 was 80, whatever it was. The drug cartels in America at that time, not that they're smaller now, you could just said, there's like £1 million worth of coke in the back of that car, and that's why someone's after it.
Yeah.
And the reason they're not going after it themselves is because the FBI is watching that car.
Yeah.
They just want someone to get the car. They'll be the patsy, and then they'll get their drugs.
Yeah.
And it moves on. You could have just done that as a storyline.
Yeah, I think it might have been a better film for that.
I think we could have probably fixed this film by doing things like that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And just removing the weirdness. It just wasn't needed. It didn't work.
I would remove the thing with the boot. I'd remove that. And I would remove his mates. That whole element of that, they really pulled it down because the actor who plays,
I would keep the beginning where she basically just
that's fine, and that could be the end of it.
That would be the end of it, absolutely,
because that gives him the motivation to continue the rest of the story. He needs that point. The actor, the old kind of guy who is the one who originally gets him to be Repo Man, he's in stuff.
Oh, he's been. Oh,
I don't think he's a bad actor. I think in my head. I think and the same with the black dude with the gun. He's in stuff. There are people in this.
So Harry Dean Stanton plays Bud. He was Brett in Alien.
That's it.
He was Toot Toot in The Green Mile.
He's in Alien. Toot Toot in The Green Mile.
In the jail cell. Is he not the one that trains the mouse?
He is the one who trains the mouse.
Mr. Bojangles.
Yes. Jesus. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's been in huge amounts of good, and then he was in The Animal, which we can all. But then he was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He's been in Down Periscope, which actually is I really like that as a comedy film. That's Kelsey Grammer.
Down Periscope.
I'm glad someone else has watched it because I really enjoyed it. Twin Peaks. There's loads of stuff he's been in. Muppet Television, apparently.
Yeah, it's probably just an episode, really.
Probably, yeah. So he's been in a load. And then if we have a look at the other ones very quickly, you've got Emilio Estevez, who, as I say, is in The Mighty Ducks. And yes, I enjoy it, but he was in Young Guns too. He was also in The West Wing. And The West Wing was a huge show.
Yeah, The West Wing.
Tracy Walter.
What else did you say he was in? Sorry, before The West Wing?
The Mighty Ducks.
You say Young Ones?
The Young Guns too.
Young Guns. I think it's in the Young Ones. Young Guns too.
Okay. He's done a lot of voice acting, though, for various animations. Tracy Walter played Miller, the weird one that becomes the alien at the end.
Yeah.
He is known for being Bob the Goon in Batman, and I'm sure he was in...
Bob the Goon.
in Batman, but that is actually a role that if you watch the original Keaton film, it is one you'd recognise. But he's been in he was in Prison Break. Okay, he only does kind of bit roles from the look of it.
Hey, people make him a living on that.
Well,
they can make a good living being a character because people will recognise you.
There are certain years where he's got multiple names against. He's Professor Wood in a film called How High, and I've got a lot of time for How High. It's a very silly film.
I don't know that one.
It's a drug film.
Yeah, I guess that.
Cy Richardson played Light. He is in They Live, which is amazing. It's a brilliant film that we will need to get around to watching at some point. He was in Sid and Nancy. I don't know what his role was, but it just says
Who
methadone.
Who is the
so I'm
person who ran the repo company?
Oh, okay.
I just recognised him too.
Let's have a quick look.
Chubby dude.
That was Ollie, wasn't it? That was played by Tom Finnegan. And let's have a look here. He was an officer in Predator 2. He was the priest in Naked Gun 33 and a Third.
I wonder if that's why I recognise him.
He was in Roadhouse. He was in Sons of Anarchy. He was in... Oh, dear.
He's got one of those faces I recognised.
Oh, dear. He was in a film called Repo Chick, released in...
No, is it a sequel?
2009 as a repo chick. Wealthy bad girl Pixie and her entourage get mixed up in a devious kidnapping plot that threatens to wipe out the city of Los Angeles.
Imagine in your career...
3.7, by the way.
Both Repo Man and Repo Chick. That's like Amen and Fuck It, isn't it? It's the same... It's the same thing.
Oh man, it's the same director and writer. So it
of course it is. It's a fucking sequel or a gender swap of the same fucking movie. Except Ghostbusters did it well, and these guys aren't. I bet it
filmed almost entirely on a green screen stage.
Oh, that's awful.
Although not a sequel to Repo Man, several cast members return, including Miguel Sandoval, Del Zamora, Olivia Barash and Jennifer Balgobin, but they play other characters than in Repo Man. Oh,
dreadful. I've had enough.
That is bad.
I've had enough. We're just going to get lost in IMDb and not talk about this film. It's rubbish.
It certainly is a film.
It's a film in name and name alone.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1, isn't it? I don't think we can't. It's going to be rated the same as High Life.
Well, we save our actual ratings for the website to drive footage to the website. If you want to know our rating,
if you want to know Rob's
1.
rating now,
it's 1 because we can't give 0. You go to the website, Untitled Sci-Fi Show.co.uk. Sorry, isn't it?
UntitledSci-Fi.co.uk.
That's it. Right, lovely.
Transfer complete.
It's time to spin the Untitled Roulette.
Here it goes. It's spinning.
Please be a good film. Please be a good film. Oh, it's a monkey film. Is it at least like the first one? Or
It's Planet of the Apes.
Is it the first one?
What would you do if I said it was the Mark Wahlberg one?
I don't mind, but because there's so
it's
many
the
of
1968
them. Okay,
one.
and it's the first one of the 1968.
It's the first Planet of the Apes.
Okay, all right, good, fine. It'll be good then. Well, I hope it is. Have I seen it? I don't know if I've seen it, actually.
Why couldn't we have had a really good film like The Truman Show or Moon or 12 Monkeys?
Oh, my notepad's now full. I need to start a new
Look at that.
I need to start a new notepad.
Oh, why couldn't we have had Attack the Block? That would have been... oh, dear. Anyway, yeah, no, I like the original Planet of the Apes. The Planet of the Apes films, most of them are pretty good. Even the modern ones are pretty good. In fact, I've got a lot of time for the modern ones. Right, Planet of the Apes. Let's see. Is it anywhere?
What year did you say?
1968.
68.
And it is on Disney Plus.
Oh, lovely. Wicked. I'm going to write that down here. Yeah, I feel...
It's parental guidance. It's a PG. So make sure you ask your parents.
We do better, I think, on these older ones. The older ones seem to be a bit better. We enjoy them more.
Yeah, so 68 is quite a good era for films because it's the early films we've watched, like the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
They hadn't really worked out film at that point. Let's face it, yes, the technology was there, but actually trying to convert something that isn't trying to be a stage show into a multi-scene film, it doesn't feel like it works. But then you kind of got to the 50s and the 60s and something clicked. And yeah, they got better. I think that's, as much as the Quatermass film, I still love the Quatermass
Well, I'm still
films.
chasing that. I'm still chasing that dream of another Quatermass coming up.
Well, they're not on there. They aren't on this list. So,
well, something of the same ilk that I
saying
loved that.
Halloween is coming. Do we watch Quatermass 2 and Quatermass 3 as a Halloween thing?
I would like to watch more of them because I really did like the Quatermass. I really did.
Well, I think we should just do that then. But anyway, Planet of the Apes, it's on Disney Plus, original 1968 one.
Okay.
And then finally you'll understand the joke from The Simpsons where he's playing the music.
He says
Dr. Zaius.
Dr. Zaius. Because I always, in my head, when they say Zaius, it's like they're saying Dr. Zeus, but weird. Dr. Zaius, yeah, I'll understand it.
You'll finally understand it. Charlton Heston and Roddy McDowall.
Oh, Charlton Heston.
Yeah.
Command functions are offline.
Thank you, everyone, again, for listening. You have been listening to Rob and Tom of Studio Channel 84. This has been the Untitled Sci-Fi Show, one of many indie podcasts on our lovely indie podcast network. We also have both of us on the Variety Show with Tom and Rob, as it's called. The only variety show you'll find anywhere. If you find anything else that isn't us, it's a lie. A big, terrible lie. We also have the lovely Karen and Adam over on Lightly Used. We have Ross and Simon on Who Takes Socks Off. We have John and Mike at Pocket Knockers. We have Leighton J doing his magical stuff all over the place. And I'm sure other things will appear in the near future. You can find everybody's show, socials, everything over on channel84.co.uk. If you'd like to see show notes specifically for this show, go to untitledscifishow.co.uk. There you'll find reviews of every film we've done so far. So far, I've done all of season 3. So basically, all of 2026 is on there. You'll find where you can watch stuff, some show notes, as I said, our ratings, what, if you come to it later on, maybe you haven't listened to the show, you'll see what the next one will be, what we're watching to get ready for the next show. So the day this comes out, you go on, hopefully if I've done the update, you'll see Planet of the Apes being the feature show on there. And you can also go back and listen to guess the intros. And if you haven't played them before, you can try and guess them and click to reveal the answers, which is quite fun. We have the same for the variety show. What's the
varietyshow.co.uk.
The varietyshow.co.uk. That's it, really. Thank you to all our Ko-Fi supporters. What are their names? Because I don't see.
That is Karen, John, and James.
Thank you very much, guys. We do appreciate it.
Very much so.
It really does, genuinely does support the show. We use the money to fund our cocaine addiction, which is the only way we get through some of these movies. So thank you very much.
Yeah, very much.
Anything else? Have I got it all?
We completely missed the bit where they're just doing speed in the car all the time.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah.
No, let's just...
Oh, when this comes out, stay tuned, everyone, because on the Wednesday at 6 p.m. is the eclipse.
Yes,
so this
August
comes
the
out,
12th.
Yes.
So this will be out on August the 10th.
Yeah.
August the 12th, where hopefully, as long as there's no clouds, be live streaming our smart telescope doing the eclipse.
Yeah, Tom and Rob in the studio on YouTube, where you can find all of our gaming stuff. Please go there. Please like, share, subscribe, everything. Look out for it'll be already gone by the time this comes out. We were featured on...
Will be featured on BBC, and you can head over to 3 Counties and look back to, oh my gosh, Thursday, 6th of August, and look at the 6 p.m. show, and we will be on there.
Yes. You'll hear our lovely voices through your wireless. However you listen to it now, I suppose you already listened to it. Oh, it's late.
Yeah.
See you later.
Just press stop.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. This station is now shutting down and will be back in 2 weeks. May the Force live long and prosper inside of you. This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.